It's a gorgeous day in Scarborough. Believe it or not, it's not just a ghetto, as a lot of Torontonians want you to believe. A lot of Torontonians will label Scarborough, Ontario, Canada as the ghetto, and that is all it is. But you know what? Even within the ghetto, there's beautiful places in nature like this. Ah, look at how beautiful this is. Look at this. You know, we have beautiful parks, forests, we have the Scarborough Bluffs. There's a lot of nature everywhere, people. That's what I want to get at today, among other things. And Scarborough is actually just a temporary home for me. I'm actually going to be jetting to British Columbia and then possibly somewhere else after that. But I just wanted to say that, you know, a lot of people limit themselves when they live in cities. They think that because it's not known for its nature, that there isn't any nature, but there's pockets of nature everywhere. You actually just need to take the time and look, and you'll find it. You'll find some, I guarantee it. Anyway, it is an absolutely gorgeous Sunday afternoon, and I wanted to take some time to just come out in nature and meditate and hug trees and get grounded and centered and feel connected to spirit. And it's really important these days, people, to do something like this every single day. So something that you can do right off the bat that will help you to feel more connected and centered is to hug trees. But Leah, I can't. What will people think? I can't do that. No. Or, Leah, I'm not a hippie like you. You know, I can't feel tree energy. Well, this is not about that. This is actually science. Most people, just because there's so much EMF pollution in this world today, especially if you live in a city, their bodies have way too much of a positive charge. And when I say positive charge, I'm not meaning positive energy. I mean positive ions, which are not good. The earth is just a never-ending supply of negative ions, which is what you want. You want to be absorbing negative ions every single day through walking barefoot, through hugging trees, through walking next to an ocean, a lake, waterfalls, just being in some kind of natural setting where you are either touching the earth or there's just like ocean waves will produce a lot of negative ions. Same with, mountain air. But I know not everybody has access to all that kind of nature. So that is why hugging trees is really good, because it's the easy alternative. So a lot of people in this day and age suffer from a lot of health conditions, and science has actually proven that most of those health conditions are linked to having too much of a positive charge in your body, too many positive ions from the technocratic worlds, from cell phone towers and cell phones and computers and radio waves and this huge like electromagnetic soup that just completely I mean, it does so many things to your body. It will make you feel more irritated, more spacey, depressed, just disconnected from who you really are, disconnected from your spirit. And of course, all sorts of health conditions, anything that has to do with inflammation, ADD, so much. So getting to the point is that most people are not feeling healthy because they have too much of a positive charge in their body and not enough of a negative charge from getting grounded, actually physically absorbing the negative ions from the earth. So that is why when you hug a tree and you put your bare face right on the tree in your hands, if it's not too cold, you're absorbing all of those negative ions from the earth, which is instantly grounding you, which is going to make you feel a heck of a lot better. If you were in a crappy mood before, guaranteed you will begin to feel better. It'll boost your mood. It will energize you. It will begin to take down inflammation in your body. The list is never ending. So that's something that you can do every single day. And if you don't want to hug trees, if you're like, I just can't hug a tree, sorry, I can't go there, just put your hand on the tree. You know, just some kind of physical contact with the natural world. And something else that you can do, something I love to do is come out into nature or even in my house and focus on my breathing. Most of us are not breathing properly. If you suffer from anxiety, I want you to do something for me, okay? The next time you're feeling anxious, put one hand on your chest and the other one on your diaphragm, right below your rib cage, and see which hand is rising up first. And if it's the one on your chest, that means that you're a shallow chest breather. And if it's both, like most people are, well, that's still not the correct way of breathing. The correct way of breathing, the natural way of breathing, is with your diaphragm, and that's how babies breathe. And most people who suffer from anxiety, they aren't breathing properly. So something that I think everybody could implement into their daily routine, just for a couple of minutes a day, whether or not you suffer from anxiety, it's just really important to do this because it connects you instantly to your being. It allows you to get into the present moment. You are connected to spirit, and it stops the mind chatter. And the mind chatter goes away because you're in your body, you're not in your mind. And that's how most of us, we get ourselves into trouble, because we're just thinking. Our minds are crazy and we're not connecting to our bodies enough. Lay on the ground, put your knees up, maybe put a pillow underneath your knees to support your lower back. And do some deep breathing. Breathe in with your diaphragm. You want your stomach to be raising up, not your chest, okay? So breathe in for about 5 seconds, hold it for a couple of seconds, then exhale for about 5 seconds. And do this even for like 5-10 minutes. Breath work is absolutely profound. It's so simple, yet so profound and healing. So another thing you can do is preferably out in nature after you've done some deep diaphragmatic breathing to bring you into your core, into the present moment, connect you to spirit. Repeat the mantra, I am. And you can say this out loud or you can say it in your mind. Just repeat that mantra and see what happens. I know for me, when I repeat this mantra, it allows me to just really get into the gap and feel connected to who I really am. What you might find happen is that after saying I am for about a minute, your mind might begin to wander, and that's okay. That's absolutely natural. That's what the mind likes to do. It likes to make you go in all sorts of directions. So just bring your attention back to the breath. Do a couple of deep breaths in and out, and then go back to saying I am.